Hi mums, welcome to Webisode number 6. We're nearing the end of this MUMspiration Webisode series and have so enjoyed what we believe is making a difference in the lives of the most important people in the world, and that's you, mum. Please keep the momentum going by sharing the positivity and benefits you've experienced over this time and throughout this series. Some positives I've experienced and taken out of this is definitely connection with my family on a different and far more intense level. It's taught me to really set my boundaries, keep my personal space, appreciate the most basic and simplest things we often take so for granted. And a huge learning though has been to keep a routine for my own health's sake and probably more importantly for my family. I have found that if I simply fall out of that routine, it changes my focus, it changes the energy in the home. I can't stress how important it is to keep the routine. And throughout this time, I want you to remember how important you are. Try to make time for some self-reflection, and let me remind you with this song how beautiful you are. Wanna walk into the room like that other girl does, the one that's always making everybody fall in love. You see, girl, you're a lot like me. She rearranges all the light in the room so you're always in the shadows. Well, that's what it feels like to you. Baby, I've been there too. And I know how much it can sometimes hurt. You feel like the whole world has made you the ugly girl. Take it from me that you have to see it first. So before you trade in your summer skin for those high heel shoes to make him wanna be with you, let me remind you one more time that just maybe you're beautiful, but you just can't see. So why don't you trust me? They'll see it too, you beautiful girl, you. You beautiful girl, you beautiful girl, you.
Hello, Dr. Daycare. The new range of Dr. Daycare syrup has been specifically formulated for kids as a tasty, tooth-friendly syrup. Feeling better has never tasted so good.
Hello moms, welcome to the 6th episode of the MUMspiration virtual series. My name is Maria Padime. I'm a business and leadership coach, medical doctor and mom. What are you grateful for? Now I'm sure that question is a question that many of us have been asking ourselves lately. And it's a kind of question that enables us to focus on the things that are working in our lives, especially at this time when there's so much doom and gloom out there. And typically I would answer that question by saying, I'm grateful for my health, for my family, for technology that enables us to still connect in various ways. But today I'd like to take that question a little bit further. And I'd like to ask, what are you grateful for in the struggle associated with this pandemic? Because I truly believe that every struggle, every crisis has some kind of treasure buried within it. So let me give you an example. So I always swore that I would never homeschool. I just could never get my head round how anybody would subject themselves to that process. And of course now I'm needing to homeschool. So what I'm grateful for is the opportunity to look at homeschooling in a completely new light. And I'm having to then educate myself about how I can be more effective at homeschooling and how I can do it in a way that minimizes stress for both me and my children. So what that is also providing for me is an opportunity to not only look at homeschooling, but other areas in my life where I've told myself, oh no, I can't do that, or I won't do this. And so what I'm truly grateful for is the opportunity that this is giving me to re-look at some of the limitations that I've placed on myself about what I can and can't do. And for that, I am hugely grateful. So over to you. What are you grateful for in the mess and the struggle of the times that we're living through? What treasure is waiting for you to uncover? Until next time, bye-bye.
Digestive problems are so common that many of us take them for granted. These women have found a solution.
I used to suffer from really bad stomach cramps, bloating.
I've been suffering with constipation. I had to stay away from certain foods.
Looked like I was 3 months pregnant.
Malkasan tackled all my issues at the same time and very quickly.
My life changed. I became regular.
My stomach is much flatter.
Once my problems were gone, my confidence just went up.
There you have it. For better digestive health, try Molkazan.
Hi moms, welcome to episode 6. If you're feeling anything like me, I'm guessing cabin fever is beginning to get very real. And with it, the chores, or your family's lack of doing them, are beginning to get very real. According to the Institute for Family Studies, good old chores and their distribution amongst those in the household is the main source of tension in most homes. That's in good times, even more so in crazy times like these. According to that research, women have become better at insisting that their partners share in the housework, and men have become more accepting in theory. But gaps remain between theory and practice. So do the differences in standards about how thoroughly and quickly tidying up must be done. This is a nice way of saying that in general, guys and kids aren't just slow to share in the chore list, but they're not exactly amazing at the ones they do eventually get round to doing. Add to this the fact that moms now, not just dads, are working from home, plus a bunch of kids who still need to be fed and cleaned up after, and it's only a matter of time before every mother in every lockdown home across the country is going to go insane. So, to stop that from happening in my home and in yours, we've got you covered. First off, if you haven't already, hop onto the MUMspiration's awesome podcast after this Webisode and listen to parenting coach Celeste Rushby outline exactly how and why to get your kids happily sharing in the chores. It's called Getting Kids Cheerful About Chores. Seriously, it's 25 minutes of your life you will never regret. Second, and again, if you haven't already, write a list of all the daily and weekly chores that need to be done around your home. Then sit down with your family and make sure everybody understands exactly what they need to do by when. And third, and most difficult to do, don't nag anyone to do the above mentioned chores. If a chore doesn't get done by the agreed upon time and in the right way, let some consequences kick in without you having to kick down doors or rant or rave. Celeste, in her podcast, mentions a bunch of these kinds of consequences. You might do the chore yourself and then withhold pocket money or screen time, or send them down a few notches on their rewards charts if they have them. For older kids or your spouse, you may forget to give them the newly changed Wi-Fi password until they remember to do their chores, or they may have extra chores to do the next day for adding to someone else's chores the day before. Whatever you choose, try to remain calm and consistent, and to get your significant other, if possible, on the same page as you, so that you're not fighting this battle on your own. Also, try to remember that although most in your household may not be able to do the housework as well as you can, err on the side of grace. Relax your standards a bit, as much for your sanity as for your kids' and spouses' need to learn to share in the responsibility. That's it from me. Until next time, I've got some Wi-Fi passwords to change.
If your child is not growing well, she may not be eating well and can become sickly. That's why Pediasure has 26 key nutrients to help support height, weight, and immunity. Start to see visible growth in 8 weeks. Pediasure, for growth you can be sure of.
Hello mums, welcome to episode 6. Today I want to talk a little bit about investing. With all the doom and gloom that we've been hearing and about markets crashing and investment values bottoming out, a lot of people have been asking a lot of questions. Shall they cash in their policies? Is it worth investing? And if money's tight, as it is in many cases, people have been asking, shall I cash in my retirement savings? Shall I cancel my policies? So I wanted to touch on these issues a bit today. So the first thing I want to say to you is, when you have money invested, it is only really, you see the value of the money when you withdraw it. So between when you're investing and when you withdraw the money, there will be lots of highs and lows. And we do know that the financial markets recover. We've had crashes before, we've had very, very bad economic circumstances before, and the financial markets do recover. But the important thing is that when you withdraw your money, that is when you actually realize your loss. So while the money is sitting there, it has a chance to recover. Your investment has a chance to recover along with the market. So the first thing is, leave your money where it is, let it carry on growing. It will recover, the markets will recover, your investments will recover. Then the second question about investing going forward. Somebody said to me the other day she wants to stop her retirement investing. She doesn't want to put any money towards retirement anymore because it won't be worth anything. And the point is, it's exactly the opposite. When you are investing, when the financial markets are low like now, you're investing in bargain basement times. It's like going to Woolworths or Edgar's and buying a top or a dress on sale. Everything is on sale, everything is cheap. So by investing now, your money will grow even greater going forward. So please don't stop investing. Also very important is that, of course, you have invested for the long term. So you have a long-term investment horizon. So don't let any kind of short-term issues derail you from that. Then, of course, the question of, what about if I'm cash strapped, if I don't have money? And there it's a very tough one. It's a very difficult decision. But the thing is, I believe in being practical. There's no point in having money that you're putting away every month for retirement when you actually can't buy groceries or you can't pay your basics. So take a premium holiday on those policies, on those investments. Stop paying them for a while. And if you really have to cash in on those, then cash in some of the money. Don't take it all. Try and minimize the amount that you withdraw. But the point is that it doesn't make any sense to carry on investing for tomorrow if you actually are battling, you actually cannot survive today. And you really, if you can prevent going into debt through these trying times, then you need to do that. So the bottom line really is to keep investing through thick and thin. Your investments will eventually recover. It may take a couple of years. We don't know how long it will take, but it will recover. Avoid debt if you're in any kind of financial pickle at the moment, if money is tight. And if you have to draw from your current savings, do so, but minimize that as little as possible. Thank you and keep well till next time.
For a wide range of pure organic CBD products, choose Rethink CBD. Choose your dosage of scientifically formulated pure CBD isolate in daily oils, capsules, teas and shots for less stress, sleepless nights and discomfort. Rethink CBD is endorsed by the Cannabis Research Institute of South Africa. Choose Rethink CBD.
Hi there, mommies. My name is still Nuku Musweta, and I hereby welcome you to episode number 6 of Sanitization of the Mind with Nuku Musweta. So, mommies, I hope you are still washing your hands for 20 seconds with warm water every now and then, and you are encouraging everyone in the house to do the same. And I hope you are still sanitizing like crazy. And as for going out, we are still locked down until month end of April. And I hope that the only time you go out is when you go buy something essential. Otherwise, let's stay put. This thing will be over soon. Mountain is not that far. Anyway, mummies, have you realized that when you are young, it's like your list of looking, or your wish list of a man, or of the things that you want in a man is long. But the more you grow, you become lenient on other things, you just turn a blind eye to other things that you initially wanted in a man when you started dating. Because when I was in university, I was like, hey, I want a man who has his own place, somebody who drives. I want someone who is a graduate, somebody who values education. I want someone who is from a good family. I want somebody who is kind, who loves kids, who has a sense of humor, but he must make jokes on me only, not on other women. And then I want somebody who is strict, but at the same time outgoing. I want somebody who is tall, dark, and handsome. And then the more you grow is the more you realize that I think maybe I'm too, this list is too impossible, because it looks like I'm looking for a person that I have to actually bake myself in an oven. Otherwise, there is no one who has all these things, all these qualities in one. So let me just be lenient. And then you start saying, no, it's fine as long as he has a job. You say, as long as he has a job and then he is educated, it's okay. And then the more days go by, you realize that, hey, no, jobs are scarce. Jobs are scarce. Unemployment rate is very high in South Africa. And then you start saying, no, as long as he puts bread on the table. A real man is someone who will not let you sleep in hunger. As long as it's not illegal, as long as it's not selling drugs, I want a man. And then the more days go by, you realize that, no, even that one, even when you have reduced the bar, it is still difficult to find a man. And you just end up saying, you know what, I want anything that is called a he. As long as he wears trousers, as long as he is breathing, as long as he's alive and he's a man, as long as on his birth certificate it says male, please. I just want anything that looks like a man, that speaks like a man, that is a man.
Did you know there are many benefits to feeding your cat Pamper Wet Cat food? With higher protein from fresh meat and lower carbs than dry food, together with balanced minerals and extra moisture, Pamper Wet makes it easier to maintain an ideal weight and helps to support urinary health. Plus, it's available in a variety of delicious tastes and textures that even the pickiest eaters will love. Choose Pamper, South Africa's leading wet cat food brand. Brand power, helping you buy better.
Hi mums, welcome to episode 6 of MUMspiration during lockdown. Today I've got something slightly different for you. We're going to do a lovely dance to help us change our attitudes and feel happy through this real slump we're all finding ourselves in during this really tough lockdown period. The dance is really simple. It's to the song Happy, and I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of the steps. You don't need too much space, just this carpet's big enough. And just bringing your good fun energy and as many of your kids that you can round up, or your partner, just to add some fun into the day and get rid of all the negative energy that's surrounding this lockdown. So you start off, I'll walk you through the steps. It's take step 1, 2, 3, 4 and back, 2, 3, 4. Then you jump to the right, back, to the other side, front, and then the other way. To the side, back, side, front. Then you kick out right leg. Kick right, left, to the side, 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 side. Then you walk forward again. Walk, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4. Then the chorus comes out and you can do your own free dancing. Grab your partner, grab your kids' hands. hope you enjoyed dancing, getting down, laughing, having some fun with your family. It's really important that we all keep a positive spirit during this lockdown because it's so easy to get down in the dumps and not want to get out of bed. So keep moving, keep dancing, keep smiling, taking it day by day, breath by breath. See you next time.
Hello mums, welcome back. I'm Sharona Dee and we're discussing joy thieves. Today my focus is on denial. So what does denial look like? I'm going to quickly illustrate it to you. Last year, January, my husband and I are busy in the room. I'm on my laptop, he's watching something and he says, just quickly look there. And as I look up, the TV screen's blurry. And I say, why are you watching a blurry screen? He's like, no, it's not blurry. So I'm like, well, whatever blows your hair back. And I continue my design work, but as I look down at my screen's blurry. And I'm like, what is this dark magic happening here? What is going on here? You know, I can't understand. And it's definitely not my eyes, because I had my eyes LASIK'd 20 years ago. It definitely cannot be my eyesight. Bearing in mind that I'd been suffering excruciating headaches. So because I have a history with cancer, the first place the doctor sent me are MRIs, but it's clean. But I have these headaches. Okay, so put that on the back burner. Now, I don't know what's happening, but my words are getting lost in cyberspace. And I'm not talking about big words like when I'm facilitating training. I'm talking about having a conversation and saying, listen, my love, did you replace the battery in the, you know, that thing that opens the gate? Because the word remote is gone. And he's like, remote. I'm like, there we go. And I realized, but words are disappearing. And I'm getting hot. Like I'm getting so hot that I want to rip the walls away. And in that moment, I realized, okay, this is menopause. Okay, no one prepared me for menopause. I had a tribe see me through cancer, but no one prepped or spoke about what happens when your skin doesn't look like it usually looks. Your cream is not working that you usually use. Your brain is going, your eyesight's going. I finally made an appointment with the optometrist. Just walking in there, I said to her, listen, I know that there's nothing wrong with my eyesight. I'm just here really for a checkup to see because I'm getting headaches. And she smiled and she did the test, and when she pushed away after the test, I think she removed herself into the safe zone, and she said, oh no, don't worry, it's very normal, it happens with age. And that's where these little babies were born. They are called multifocals. So no one teaches you that everything looks great until you stand up. And when you walk with multifocals, it's like mountains come out of the floor. So ladies, different ages, I know that you're watching, I'm prepping you. Age can steal your joy. Be prepped, do your research, get to the right medical practitioners to help you through this season. And if all else fails, just joke about it, because we all age, and hopefully with grace. That's my cue. I'll see you soon.
Feeling stressed, depressed, or just need better rest? Improve your mood with Emozac, a herbal supplement containing Iranian saffron that delivers results in just 15 days.